fix a pot of rice for dinner. And I'm going to heat up my shrimp gumbo, my gumbo that I fixed last week. It was been frozen in my refrigerator. That's the reason I know it's okay. So I'm just going to fix me some rice, and I'll go ahead and heat that up for my dinner tonight. That's a cup of rice. And as usual, we'll just put 2 cups of water. Oop, turned it the wrong way. It's just a little bit of rice left in it. You know what? That's not enough to cook, and my other rice is a different. There it is. I knew I had a couple of sticks of butter. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter in my rice. You know, we just bring it to a boil. I wanted to do another garden update, but I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow, Tuesday, to do that, because it's so hot out there right now. I don't really want to go out there again. I was out there early this morning, did some things, and then I got out there about noon and did a few more things, and it's just too hot out there right now. But I've got this little pot here to put my gumbo in to heat it up. Still partially frozen. Still frozen. And I spilt some gumbo on the pot. Spilt some under here. I'll go ahead and turn that on. I'm going to put it on really low because it's, like I said, it's still frozen partially. And I think I'll probably fix me some kind of bread. Yeah, but I've got it on a really low setting because, like I said, it's still partially frozen. So I'm just going to slow heat it up, let it, you know, the ice melt and get hot while my rice cooks. My butter's not completely melted yet. Let it cook with a lid on it. And I've got to have my exhaust fan on because of my dehydrator dehydrating. But it takes about 24 hours at least for those to do their thing. So I'll show you those when they get done. this was just some of the plain rice that I had. I don't even think it's long grain. It's just regular rice. And I don't like to mix my parboiled and my long grain rice and my brown rice and the different rices. I don't like to mix them up and cook them together because each one cooks differently. That's the reason I went ahead and cooked the rest of that little bit. Because I'll always find a use to eat rice, so that is not a problem. I never did like the way tomatoes stain your plastic containers. It seemed like tomatoes always stain your plastic. Especially if you heat anything up in it in the microwave. That red just cooks to the plastic somehow. And I hope I don't get any more scorpions come visiting while I'm washing dishes. While that is heating up, and we'll come back in a minute. Gumbo is heated up nicely. I'm going to turn my broiler on, make sure there's nothing in my oven, and I'm going to make a little bit of garlic bread, I think. There, you can see what I'm doing. Wanted to get a butter knife. Yeah, I'm just going to fix a couple of pieces, not many. These are real thin pieces of bread. And I think 4 of them will be enough. That's probably way too much. I had forgot to get my garlic powder, y'all. So I had to go get it out of the cabinet. Thank goodness for AC, I tell you. I'm used to hot weather in North Carolina because I grew up, we never had AC. We never really needed it because living in a cinder block house, it kept the inside of the house a lot cooler than the outside. And I know my parents never had air conditioning until later in life, until my mother got kind of sickly and it was hard for her to breathe. Oh, I need to get one of these because, and I know you can't see down here all the way, so, but anyway, I'm putting it in the roller. Leave it for a second or two. Go ahead and turn all my burners off. Woo! Still had plenty of shrimp. It's almost browning. Whew. Yeah, this French bread is, I don't mind eating 2 or 3 pieces of it. And I didn't even put my box up for my slicer. I'll do that when it dries real good. I'll put it back in the box. Yeah, sometimes I wish my oven was up a little higher. I don't like to get on my hands and knees trying to get to my broiler. The oven I like down there, but the broiler, yeah, I wish it was up a little higher. But, you know, you can't have a broiler in the bottom of a gas stove if you have it up any higher, can you? And there goes my toast. My garlic bread. You know, like I was saying, you couldn't suit me any better than to give me a meal like this of leftovers, gumbo on a bed of rice with garlic bread. If you'd have taken me out and brought me a steak dinner. I mean, this is just as good. Sometimes it's even better. So don't be afraid to heat up some leftovers, y'all. Make you a meal like I did so you don't have to cook every single meal. And with that, I want to wish y'all a good day. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed day tomorrow. I'll see you on my next one. Love y'all. Bye now.